everyone doing? It is Sunday. Welcome again to the Roland's Reviews YouTube channel. Hope that everyone is enjoying this Sunday before Veterans Day. If you're like me and you don't have to go to work tomorrow, put a yes in the chat section. All right. Okay, Baldwin Birds, that's great. You saw a video about this topic earlier. Okay, perfect. As you flood the chat room, folks, please go ahead and do me one small favor. All I need you to do is hit that like button, and it won't cost you anything. I promise. Okay, Ruby gets to stay home. All right. Laurie, yes. All right. The home for the win. Okay. I'll go ahead and start with the roll call. The Arena Uncensored won't be here with me today. He'll be back on with me tomorrow. He had some things he needed to do today. So I said, that's okay. We'll try our best to make it without you. Wavelin, how are you? All right. Roll call. If you want me to call your name, say hello, drop an emoji, whatever you feel. Okay. Diane, how are you? Alley Cat, Chubbs, Susan, Jackie, Baldwin Birds, Florida, of course, Ruby, Wavelin. All right. There we go. Hit that like button. If you are familiar with this topic, please let me know in the comment section. I am thoroughly pleased with what is starting to take place. This is what we have all hoped and prayed for. And I think low key, especially since Mayor Eric Adams, he's on the outs, sort of kind of with the Democrats. He's under indictment. So this will be a win for New York. And so, hey, all wins are accepted. Jeffrey, how are you? Tina, we're glad you're here. We're just starting, love. You're fine. HB, how you doing? Ruby said no more food stamps. Ruby, of course, has the first truth bomb of the day. Yes, Ruby, the gravy train, thank God, is ending. And hopefully they'll take our tax dollars and start spending it on American citizens. That's my hope and my prayer. Look at the title, folks. New York City is busing illegals back to Texas because Trump won. Now, remember, if you've been here on the channel for a while, we've been talking about everything that's going on so far as the illegals. And this was a created crisis, folks. We've already discussed why. How you doing, Gloria? The Democrats did this to flood the country with illegals so that they would have a new voting base and to get cheap labor. We know why this was done. This was done intentionally, folks. And if you're enjoying this content, please hit that like button. Leave a comment. That will help to trigger the YouTube algorithm. Share this on your various forms of social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. Texas is in trouble now. Yes, Susan, good afternoon. I really think Trump told them at the border and then he will have them in one place. Susan, I was thinking the same thing when Trump went down there to that border. Even before he won, he was already trying to get things lined up. I feel that as well. Thank you, Ruby. How you doing, Monique? Waveland said they're not going to let that their mayor go down in New York. Yeah, well, we'll see. Gloria, rainy Sunday here, but the sun is shining on the White House because President Trump and First Lady Melania will live there again. Yes, the sun is definitely shining on America as well as the White House. This is what we've all hoped and prayed for. Right, Susan? Susan, you weren't here when I started this series about a year ago when everyone was complaining, the left was complaining about how horrible Greg Abbott is. I said, no, he's not. He's the type of governor that I would love to have here in North Carolina. He is there to protect his constituents, the people from the state of Texas who voted for him. He's supposed to protect them, not illegals. He did what he was supposed to do. If all 50 states had a governor like Governor Abbott, it would be wonderful. And I don't blame him one bit. He was doing what he was hired to do. How you doing, Richard? And that's, how I look at that. And so, again, the left, if you have a policy, folks, and it's failing, and it's not, how you doing, Madison? It's not working. Why would you continue with that, with said policy? They're still making excuses as to why they lost the election. And I've been watching a lot of videos. I've been doing a lot of reading. The economy and the illegal migrant crisis, those were the top two. So we're screaming. We've been screaming this for over a year. They're saying it's misogyny and sexism. With that thought process, they will never win another election. And that's fine with me. I love it. And so that's just where we are with that. So let's look at this, folks. See what we need to, I just wanted to review this for you. And I have a short video for you as well. Now, the only sad part, the only thing I don't like about this, folks, we as taxpayers funded all of those migrants coming into New York City. And now, yes, they're being bussed out. They're receiving free bus tickets, free plane tickets. We're still paying for them. We're still paying. The American taxpayer is funding all of this. So I'm glad that they're starting to leave. Trump's in office. They know what time it is now. The gravy train is over. Go back to where you came from and make it work in your homeland. We have enough problems here. We don't need any more. How you doing, Judy? Yes, you made it to a live. Still folks out there listening to mainstream media. I recommend you and Benny. Judy, thank you so much. I just flooded the comment section with some hearts just for you, dear. Yeah. And I try to, bring you the truth here. I really do. So this is where we are. New York City is buying tickets for thousands of migrants to travel to Texas via bus or plane, from where many of them originally traveled to the sanctuary city in the first place, amid an ongoing battle between officials over how to handle the migrant crisis. New York City, which has been overwhelmed. Folks, can we all see this number here? By more than 200,000 migrant arrivals since 2022. So this has been going on. How you doing, Icy Watts? For a couple of years. Right, Icy Watts. He's starting with 4,500. But I think now that Trump's in office and he's under indictment, I'm pretty sure that number will definitely rise. Ruby said, I would rather pay a one-way plane ticket than feed and house them for years. Okay, Ruby. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm just letting you know, hey, we're still footing, whatever happens, we're still paying for it, right? Susan, do you know we have phone meetings on and off with our governor? We participate all the time. Susan, that's what a governor is supposed to do. I would love to have that type of governor. Wow. So over 200,000 folks. And I've done several videos on the crime that these illegals have been involved in. And of course, the police were told, no. They would, sometimes they would arrest them and then just let them right back out. I mean, and they're committing all types of crimes. If you don't know what the types of crimes they've been committing, I can drop a link. I've done several videos. I mean, attacking police officers, SA, you name it. They've done it. Kill people, rob people, you name it. They've done it. Fox News confirms The 4,500 migrants have been sent to Texas using bus or plane tickets bought by the city. This was first reported by Bloomberg. So like I said, and right here in the middle, I think all of us know that's Eric Adams. Again, I think now with his current legal situation, I really feel he is going to get on board. Now, this is the thing though, folks. He is willing to work with Trump, but New York City leaders hate Donald Trump. They are going to fight tooth and nail because they hate Donald Trump. So they don't care about their constituents. They just care that they have so much hate that they would continue to destroy New York City. Tell me what your thoughts are about that. Icy Watts, 200,000 entered tickets to Texas, not Mexico. Okay, Icy Watts, we're going to see how it turns out. Fishing Kid, we did it, Ro. Yes, Fishing Kid, I feel a heck of a lot better. I really do. I do. And like I said, I'm excited to see where this, I want to see when Trump, he's going to have the military involved. And I want to see him bust these people back. And again, they need to work on improving where they're from, or thousands of them to get here. They went through several countries. So you didn't have to come here. There were several stops along the way. Fishing Kid, America stands tall, proud, God is smiling. Yes, this was God ordained. Alley Cat, let me see. Alley Cat, I did see you earlier. Click back in, dear. I don't see you now. So New York, again, look at the title. And I think Governor Abbott has sent approximately 30,000 illegals to New York. But hey, you said, hey, we're a sanctuary city. We'll take you. What do you expect? That's you asked for it. Demons are ugly. Yes, they are. So what's going on, folks, is after their shelter stay expires. How you doing, Jimmy Love, Jesse, Caesar? Oh yeah, hit that like button, folks. All of you who are stopping in, hit that like button. All right. Okay, first super chat of the day, Susan. Thank you so much, love. I am flooding the chat section with hearts just for you, dear. Thank you so much, dear. And so after their shelter stay expires, they have to leave because remember, with over 200,000 people being sent to New York, there are people waiting in line. So when their stay is up, they have to go live in a tent outside of the shelter. Ruby, yes, sadly, these Democrats are pushing back. Yes. And again, if they can't see, this voting cycle was a referendum for the for the Republicans. We have the White House, House and Senate, I think. We're just about there. Thank you so much, Susan. Thank you, love. And so that's a referendum. You're too progressive. You're too left. And you're still, because of your hatred, how you doing, Global Logistic? Because of your hatred for one man, you're just willing to destroy your entire city. HB, how are you? Yeah, right. HB, don't worry. If they haven't, they will. Baldwin Birds, thousands of migrants were lied to. Despicable. Yes, Baldwin Birds, they were brought here under false pretenses. You beat me to the punch. I was going to say that. It's despicable. I don't like the current situation going on in New York, but it sucks how New York City was like, we can provide for you. Oh, well, never mind. We can't. Right. Baldwin Birds. They did this, of course. They wanted, they could see the writing on the wall. This was, of course, another voting base, cheap labor. They don't care anything about these people. Just like they don't really care anything about, I'll check it out, Alley Cat. I checked. I did not see your name blocked, dear. So unless YouTube has done something, I haven't. But I will definitely check. But type something in the chat now. I don't see it, dear. So after their shelter stay expires, again, They have to reapply. All right. So just so you know, we've been talking about sanctuary cities for about a year. Richard Quimby, it would be cheaper to send them to Martha's Vineyard. That they would love to have them. Richard, what? Oh, that hey, woo, Richard. They tried sending a bus up there. They weren't there an hour. Soon as that bus arrived in Martha's Vineyard, and those that don't know, Barack and Michelle Obama also have a home in Martha's Vineyard. So since you were talking to the brothers recently, why don't you invite some of the brothers to your home? Yeah, let them go to Martha's Vineyard and see how much of a brother they are. They'll be in jail. Yeah, black men, try to go see your brother, Barack Obama. What a joke. Get out of here. And from what I was reading, some illegals will be returning to Florida and Illinois, Colorado. And I was reading something earlier. New York voters, when asked what drove them, because there were some counties in New York that have been blue since the beginning of time. They flipped red. Now, of course, Skamala won the state, but I'm talking about counties that had always gone blue. So again, the writing is on the wall. It would be Florida. Where are we here? Ruby, Jesse. They already sent 45,000 to Denver, Colorado, a sanctuary city. Yes, Jesse. I actually did a video on all of the illegals that was sent to Denver, and it bankrupted the healthcare system. It's awful. And then people in Denver is a sanctuary city, but you had cities out in the suburbs that were not, and the crime and everything else was spilling over into the suburbs, and it's not right. And again, New York has the most. New York has 200 asylum shelters, so by far they have more than any other sanctuary city. And so these illegals, they left, supposedly, they said they want asylum. They were fleeing poverty, gangs, joblessness. Well, here in America, once you got to New York, you were lied. They were lied to. They were duped. It's the same thing. Okay. Once your stay was up. So thousands of able-bodied people who they were lied to. They were promised a better way of life. Okay, Alley Cat, let me see. I don't think you're blocked, but let me check while I am live. Let's see what's going on here. And anyone, I have not blocked anyone, so it may be YouTube, but I have not. Alley Cat. But I do not see your name, love. All right. Okay. So think about that, folks. And if you're not quite sure about everything that's been taking place so far as this illegal migrant situation, I have several videos here. Several. And if you want me to drop a link, I've talked extensively about New York and Chicago. So again, these people were lied to and duped. They believed what they believed in. Alley Cat, I cannot see you on the chat, love. I cannot. All right. So I don't know what's going on, but I'll have to definitely check that for you. Okay. So that not unless YouTube did something. Okay. All right. So the shelters are full. Our leaders knew that this was an untenable situation. Yeah, she was at the beginning of the chat. I don't know what happened. Alley Cat, Ruby said for you to shut it down and reboot. Because I haven't done anything. Let me see. If she's at the beginning. Okay, let me see. You're still a moderator. You're not hidden from the channel. So I don't know. You're not in timeout, Alley Cat. Yeah, shut down and start over, dear. Because I see you here at the beginning of the chat, and I don't know what happened after that. Okay. You're still a moderator. You still have your blue wrench. Okay. And so our leaders knew this was an untenable situation. They didn't care. New York's proud progressive values, they're never going to admit they were wrong. They would not admit that their policies bankrupted New York. Quietly, many of these people are leaving. And again, if you've noticed, when their progressive policies don't work, they don't come out and say, oops, I made a mistake. They give another excuse as to why their policies failed. I hope Trump, Diane says, I hope Trump replaces Mayorkas when he gets into office. He has to go. He has no idea what's going on at the border. Right. Right, Baldwin Birds. Yes, Jesse, I don't think you were on the channel. I did a whole video on how they bankrupted the Denver healthcare system. Waverly, Chicago not letting anybody go. Waverly, Brandon Johnson does not want the Eric Adams treatment. I've been saying that for months. Even if he wanted to help his constituents, he does not. He knows all of these people are compromised. They have something on all of these people. So he's staying lock and step. He's staying on code. He's doing what they tell him to do. Because he knows if not, he's going to be under indictment. Yeah, Alley Cat, Ruby said for you to reboot because you're not blocked and you're still a standard moderator, dear. So now Adams is trying to double down on the sanctuary city. These policies are a failure, just like everything else, all of the other progressive Democratic policies. Sister Blackfoot, good afternoon. Peace and love to you as well. If you're here and you're enjoying this content, hit that like button for me, folks. I have a short video that I need to share with you as well. Susan said, I want him locked up, not replaced. All right, Susan. How you doing, Timmy? I think that with the election of Donald Trump, it's going to expedite the process. And I think, again, seeing that Eric Adams is under indictment, Trump predicted he would be under indictment, I think, a year ago. Now he's willing to work with Trump now that he's been thrown under the bus. And hey, he's looking out for his best interest. Hey, potential pardon in the future. I'm just saying. Think about it, folks. What do you think? I think he's looking out for, hey, I don't want to go to jail in the future. Tell me what you think in the comments. That's my personal opinion. It took New York this long to figure out that this policy was not. There you go, Alley Cat. There you go. You're back. That New York. How you doing, Chocolate Bunny? Chocolate Bunny said he wants to keep his black job. You know, those Democrats want him out of there because now he's already been talking to Trump. How you doing, Vapor? They don't want anything to do with Trump. They have him under indictment because he got off code. And he was just asking for help. He was just being honest, saying, I cannot continue. This is an untenable situation. Allie said, better late than never. That's right. This was wrong on so many levels. The Bill ABC TV, how are you? And again, to lie to all these people, not only that, but to do this to the people of New York. New York had thousands and thousands of people who were homeless and hungry and starving. You didn't do anything to help them. You brought in, like I said, this was a manufactured issue. This did not have to happen. Brandy Cope, how are you, love? And so you're up here saying, oh, we'll take any and everyone. Well, what do you think? The gravy train started. Free housing, free food, free everything. How you doing, Dave? Dave, I wish he needs to. They're crooked, all of them. Not to mention that this is how I really got involved with the migrant issue, the illegal issue. You prioritize, the Democrats don't get it. You prioritized illegals over American citizens, and you still don't get it. It was not misogyny. It was not sexism. It was you. Look, folks, devil's advocate. How are you? Our veterans land in streets and they send millions of migrants. Yes, devil's advocate, you're new here. I've been saying that. I have close ties with the military. Devil's advocate. I know you're new here. Go back and check some of my videos from 9 months ago, 10 months ago. I have a major issue with that. People who fought for this country and they're laying on the streets, can't get anything. And you bring in non-Americans, priorities are all jacked up. As I tell people, Democrats don't do anything for you if you're an American. Monique, Trump has to go after those people in office for the treason that was brought upon us Americans. There is no excuse. Monique gets it. Monique, I want some people to go to jail as well. That was treason. You're taking our tax dollars, taxation without representation. Dave, even FEMA doesn't have enough money. No, they spend all the money on the illegals. Dave, you're new here. I did a video on that, love. Hit the like button, folks, if you're enjoying this content. Share this content out on your various forms of social media. Laura Barbarino, yes, it's time for justice. I want some people to go to jail. The treason that was committed on the American people the last 4 years, the man to do it, to take care of that, is Donald J. Trump. How you doing, Gail Tripp? God bless you and keep you and your families in his mighty hand. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Same to you, Gail. God bless you. HB said, Democrats need to refund America. Yes. Yes. VPAR said, I'm not sure what the end game was with all those illegal immigrants. VPAR, new voting base for the Democrats, right? Also, cheap labor. VPAR, I can drop links for about a year. I've been doing videos on their ulterior motives for flooding this country with millions of illegals. Look at the crime that's ensued. Yeah, what FEMA did. Yes, look what Susan, I did a video on that. The FEMA worker told her underlings, if you see Trump signs, we're not giving them help. Keep going. She needs to go to jail. The Arena Uncensored, we were talking, he was angry about that. And he's the first person that said she needs to do some jail time. Who knows if people lost their lives because they didn't have the assistance that they needed. That's not acceptable. And as I said, Brandy Coke. Good job, Brandy. I don't blame you, love. Midnight, how are you? And as I said, let's keep it real, folks. If that had been a white FEMA worker during Obama's, when Obama was in office, when he was in office, you couldn't say anything about him or you were racist. Could you imagine what would have happened if a white FEMA worker told their underlings, you see a Barack sign, keep going, don't give them help? Could you tell me and type it in the comment section? What do you think would have happened? When Obama was that 8 years, well, let's keep it real, folks. He was in office for 3 terms. When Biden was there, Biden was a figurehead. Now that the Democrats are out of the White House, Obama left Washington. He's in Martha's Vineyard. The whole time Biden was in office, he was still in Washington. We know Biden wasn't running anything. He didn't have the cognitive capabilities. The American people are not stupid. We all knew what was going on. I think I missed Ruby. The average Democrat is unaffected by any crisis. Now the average Democrat has a 6-figure income, advanced degrees. Yes, Ruby. Yes. Remember years ago, I was reading an article yesterday. They used to be for the blue collar working class. Now they're the elites. That's what they are. DJ sent them back to Texas because he doesn't want the riots from turning off the snap cards. Or DJ, maybe not right. Maybe they'll just keep committing crimes. They're going in here doing these smash and grabs. They're robbing New Yorkers. They're committing essays, and they're not going to jail. I have 100 people in this chat right now. We as American citizens, if we go out here and commit a crime, we're going to jail, people. Make it make sense. Maybe I'm slow and I don't understand how things work. Jeffrey, how are you? Devil's advocate, the culture at FEMA, that's unacceptable thought could even be presented. It's right, devil's advocate. And of course, she'll be embraced. Oh, they're picking on her because she's Black. That's not right. No, that was wrong. Yes, Midnight. And it's to the point here in America, if someone Black does something, oh, you can't say anything or you're racist. That's not right. That's a double standard. How you doing? Love, moral, and integrity. Good afternoon to you. How is that right? If a Black American does something, no, it's okay. No. New York spent $6.11 billion, billion with a B, on housing, feeding, caring for illegals. Our tax money, folks. Tell me what you think about that. I just gave you the raw numbers. I've been keeping up with them, and I looked them up again today. Gail, she was a DEI hire. I did a video. Those of you who weren't here, I'll share the video with you. That FEMA worker, yeah. The FEMA worker was Black. I think you may be talking about Kamala's not Black. Yeah, we on this channel, we all know that was a scam. Dave Crook, that's insane giving all that money. Dave, we had enough homeless and hungry Americans to feed and house. But we didn't do that because they were Americans. And Jimmy Love, how are you? Incoming MAGA. Woohoo! Yes. Greetings. Every time I say greetings, I think about the show Mork and Minnie from the late 70s with Robin Williams and Pam Dauber. Oh, I love greetings. Yes, Vipa, that was shameful. What about the American people? And then they get mad, like in Chicago, they were I've had guests on here from Chicago, and they're told to suck it up and stop treating the illegals, in a nasty way. How are they supposed to feel when they're there? I have Prosperity on all the time. She's a taxpayer. She's a homeowner. And they're going to raise their taxes up so much that they can't afford them. And those of you who own houses, I'll let you type it in the comment section. If you can't pay your taxes, what happens to that house? Someone type it in the comment section for me. Monique, flooding across our border, milking our system of the resources that we as taxpayers have paid for. Shaking my head. Monique, yes. And then the Democrats say to us that we're wrong. Okay, well, if I'm wrong, let me keep my tax money and then you can do what you want. I don't care what stop taking my money and you're not spending it on Americans. That's my major issue. Susan, the governor of Chicago is Pritzker. He's a worthless POS. He's just the same as Brandon Johnson. He's not going to do anything for those people, the Americans, people born in this country. They only do for the illegals. Yes, love, moral, and integrity. I'll shut up. Stop taking my tax money. Hit that like button, folks. You're about to get me started up in here. Government takes it over if you don't. Right, Chubbs. If you as a homeowner, if Ruby, Waverly, Florida, if Susan, if we don't pay our taxes on our homes, Ruby says you'll be living in your car. Truth bomb. Truth bomb. So more than 200,000 people arrived in New York. Again, it was an untenable situation. Lies about jobs and a better future. The Democrats don't care about these people. Now that Trump is in office, you have all those thousands of people. Just think about all of the millions of people across America that were lied to, that were duped. And thank God, I feel bad for them, but I'll be so glad when Trump gets those buses rolling. Our system is so corrupt. Yes, the town puts a line on your property. If you don't pay your property, yes, you lose it. So, like I said, people are living in tents, and the people that they are sending away from there, we know as taxpayers, we're paying for these plane tickets. We're paying for these bus tickets. We pay for them to come. Now we're paying for them to go. In total, more than 40. I found this out this morning because I was researching it. More than 47,000 tickets were purchased so far. Alley Cat, Jeffrey, at the rate these Democrats are going, she will have content. Alley Cat, you got that right. With all the corruption, I will pivot, but with all the dumb things that they're doing, I always have content. Devil's advocate, it's trashing our education system, our children's future. They don't care about our children. They're American. 22% of the 212,000 illegals that arrived in New York have been paid to leave. So again, they're just spending more of our money. And we're supposed to sit there and smile. Again, I always say, like the pink elephant in the room. We're all 100 of you are in the same room with me, and we're standing looking at each other like we don't see this big pink elephant. Come on now. Midnight said we're garbage. We're garbage. We're deplorable. We're all of that. Yes, I relish that. So we know Governor Abbott started. How you doing, Raleigh? Nia? Those migrants should have Kamala Harris with them and make her president over there. Yeah, go to your country. You can have Kamala. Bye. Goodbye. Fine with me. Hit that like button, folks. Hit that subscribe button if you are enjoying this content. Now, remember, folks, Trump lost New York. So don't forget that. New York politicians have said already. So this is what we're dealing with. They've already said they're not working with Trump. They're going to resist all of his plans. They've already said that. Everything he's trying to do to get those illegals out of there, they've already said, no, we're not working with him. They would rather destroy New York and their constituents because they hate one man so much. As Ruby said earlier, they need to go. When you're voted into office, your first priority is supposed to be your constituents. They hate one man so much. Their constituents aren't even in the equation, folks. Now tell me that's right. Jeffrey said, I voted for garbage and I'm proud of it. Jeffrey, I did too. Midnight gets it. We won the battle. The war has just begun. Yes. Yes, Monique, sore losers is what they are. But the good thing is, and like I said, if you watched the last few videos, this voting cycle was a referendum. We have the House, I think the House, the White House, the House, and the Senate. Americans are sick and tired of that left-wing progressive ideology. It's not helping the average American. It's a detriment. Again, they hate Trump so much. And they're already saying, no, we're not working with him. And we're not helping ICE. So you want to keep all these illegals that have committed homicide, essays. You'd rather keep these people amongst your constituents because you hate one man so much. Type it in the comment section, folks. Tell me what you think about that. The party of diversity, equity, and inclusion. has that much hate and intolerance? Type it in the comment section. Fridge Reaver, how are you? Greetings. Ruby said if Trump can't deport them all, the gang should go for, yes. For the rest, let them work. No government assistance and no right to vote early. Ruby, I'm so disgusted with this whole situation. All these people who came in here illegally, I just want Trump to put them on a, just bye. Goodbye. Figure it out. You came through 4 other countries before you got here. Stop in one of those countries. I'm just done. I'm done. What do you think? Type in the comment section. Susan, yep, Trump must not let his guard down and fall for any of these people. Trump's lawyers are also, yeah, and you see, he's not bringing back Haley and the other guy. He's getting rid of the fake people too. And again, when these progressive policies don't work, and Jim Girl, how are you? I responded to your email, love. Hit that like button, folks. We're doing good today. Make bounty hunters great again. Devil's advocate. Yeah, let's go back to the Wild Wild West. Devil's advocate. I'll think about you when I'm watching Gunsmoke and the Rifleman later. Yeah, we need some bounty hunters. They let these people roam the streets, committing homicides and essays and robbing and assaulting Americans, and nothing happened to them. Jim Girl, what would happen if you go out and commit a crime? You're an American. The police are, if they don't catch you in the act, they find out it's you. They're coming to your door. Clink, clink. The handcuffs are going on your hands and you're going to jail. Why did they get a free pass? Laurie, why do the Democrats hate Trump so much? Laurie, power is the most important thing for the Democrats. And he could see right through them and their charades. And Nancy Pelosi, you could have bought her for a dime. She looks like she is just totally losing it. I think she's somewhere hugging a bottle right about now. I guess they're saying, what are we? We've tried everything, and this man is back. I love it. I know I'll get in touch with you. Okay, yeah, Jim Girl. Please do, love. Jim Girl, I emailed you when I responded to your email. I think I put my phone number in there so you can text me. I'll see it quicker. Waveland, if they file taxes next year, they can get the tax credit money for low incomers getting extra hope. Trump makes it legal. Yeah. Call your senators before Wednesday and let them know you want a public vote for Tim Scott. Okay, Gail. Okay, all of you are coming in here with some great ideas. Yeah, and that's why I love, coming here, conversing with you, having nice adult conversations, intelligent conversations as we try to maneuver through the minutia that they created. So what do you think? What are we going to do with these New York City leaders that are saying they're not going to work with Trump? They said that they're going to work against the immigration policy that Trump tries to enact. They're not helping ICE. I don't care what crimes these illegals have committed. They said, nope, not helping. And that Letitia James, she needs to go somewhere and sit down. She's going to wind up in the same situation and predicament as Fani Willis. You tried everything. It didn't work. He's back in office. So you need to humble yourself and try to maneuver or figure out how you're going to keep yourself out of jail. That's what she needs to be working on. Jim Girl. Yep, I see these women selling water on the corner of a busy street with a little 2-year-old playing next to the busy street, freezing. Oh, wow. Yeah, Jim Girl, they brought those people here under false pretenses. That's the Democrats for you. That's what Massachusetts says, that they're not working with Trump. Dave, I mentioned that. Dave, check out the video I did last night. The governor of Massachusetts, she said no, she's not working with ICE. She's not letting them deport the illegals. That's crazy. That's a lot of hate, people. That's a lot of hate. Yes, Waveland, Letitia, she is very mean-spirited. Like I said, she better do what Eric Adams did. He saw the writing on the wall. I give it to him. He saw the writing on the wall. And he's trying to keep himself out of jail at this point with all these indictments. And he needs to thank Trump. Trump warned him. I don't know if he listened at the time. Trump said over a year ago that he would be under indictment. Look what happened. Shoot. Waveland, we cannot sell food hot on the street without a vendor's license. Waveland, again, with the Democrats, two sets of rules. We as Americans, we have to have a vendor's license. They don't. Make it make sense. Maybe I'm a little bit slow. How you doing, Christopher? Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, folks, if you're enjoying this content. Florida, they're blaming everyone but themselves. Exactly. Another reason for the Dems and rhinos, they hate Trump because he's not a war president. Yeah. Right, Jeffrey, but in these sanctuary cities, everything goes if you're an illegal. Again, their priorities are all jacked up. Jim Girl said, Americans, we're put on the back burner, right? And Americans are tired of it. We're paying taxes. We're not paying taxes to be put on the back burner. No, Judy, they don't. They're still saying sexism, and misogyny, racism, all of that is why she was not elected. Typical Democrat. They're not going to take blame for their failures. But think, folks, who has benefited and who is benefiting from this entire illegal migrant asylum seeking fiasco? Look at these bus companies. Look at these 3- and 4-star hotels that made millions of dollars housing these people. Follow the money trail, people. That will tell you all you need to know. The illegals who are on the federal wanted list, they will benefit from these idiots saying we're not working with ICE. We're not going to allow you to deport these people. These illegals who've committed homicides and SAs, they'll still be walking around free. So that's a lot of hate. You want these people walking around your constituents. Oh, that's right. You don't live amongst your constituents. You're living in a nice mansion somewhere. You don't care about these people. Get out of here. The gang members, over 517. And if you've been here for a while, how you doing, Kathy Shelton? I have shared videos with these illegals attacking New York police, assaulting New York police, but they've been told to stand down. They did not do anything. They just withstood the beatings. They did not shoot them. They didn't do anything. They've been told by Biden, don't touch those people, and they didn't. So you're benefiting these governors and mayors who are saying they're not going to work with Trump. I hope that none of you live near them, because you're going to have a lot of criminals who are still there. But Trump will figure out a way. He's sending in the military. You're not over the U.S. president. I don't care what you say. Let me go. I have a video to share with you from Fox News. So this is what we're up against, people. Hate is such a strong emotion. You hate him that much. That's a lot of hate. Ooh. Here we go. Let me share the video that I had for you. Hit that like button, folks. Here we go. Jim Girl said, devil's advocate. Yep, it killed my uncle and cousin. What are you talking about? Hate will kill. Hate will send you into bad health. We all as humans, we have to let that stuff go. Everyone see New York City offering free tickets to migrants to flee the city. So this is where we are, folks. And I think it was Monique or Ruby that said that they need to be charged with treason. God, I hope Trump does that. Let's watch this video. How you doing, Mark Sue? The military and local police. Yes. I don't care what these liberal governors or mayors are saying. The president, all he has to do is send in the military. So I don't care what they're saying. Here we go. Let's watch this video from Fox.
The pictures we're showing on TV, right? I mean, the number of people who are coming and headed our way. We're told it's 3 additional caravans. Do you have any?
And of course, we know prior to the election results, there were caravans coming. They were trying to get into the country because they know that the gravy train was going to be over if Trump got in. Thank God.
Idea in terms of where that stands? Are they waiting until after the election?
That's exactly what they're doing. There's hundreds of thousands right now, Maria, in southern Mexico, just waiting for the election. They want to see what's going to happen, obviously, before they actually make their way to the border. And it all goes back to leadership and having strong leadership in the United States that's going to put pressure on Mexico to keep these caravans or keep any potential illegal immigrants from making this journey. But yet we're not seeing that. We haven't seen that in the last 2.5 years. And just to go back to my point earlier, when we talked about hiding the negative optics, well, of course, the federal government has been also allowing illegal immigrants through the use of the CBP-1 app and also these direct flights from some of these countries, Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, directly into the United States. And those numbers are not accounted for the daily, daily encounters that we're seeing right now. So we still have a situation on our hands right now. On daily average, we're seeing 2,000 illegal border crossings a day. Now, that's not as big as what we normally would see, between 6,000 to 8,000. But nonetheless, if you go back to the Obama administration, when you look at DHS Secretary Jay Johnson, he even said 1,000 would be catastrophic, would be a problem on the border. Right now, we're still dealing with 2,000, not taking into account the gotaways as well and all the criminal activity that comes with it.
Yeah. And of course, part of the reason that the numbers are down is Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, has done an incredible job with his Operation Lone Star, which you, of course, have been among the leaders of. I want to get your take on what's happening now with New York City sending 4,500 migrants back to Texas, offering free one-way plane and bus tickets.
And I'll leave that up for a second. That's what I was, those of you just coming into the chat, this is what I was mentioning earlier in the conversation. All right. Now, I think you've seen that. I'll go ahead and start it back up.
To other states like Illinois, Florida, or Colorado. New York spent nearly $14 million on the reticketing program as of July. So Abbott sends migrants to New York. Then New York spends all this money, millions.
This is the number, the figure I shared with you earlier. So you know I don't make this stuff up. You know Fox isn't going to make it up. 6.11 billion New York has spent on the migrant crisis. What are your thoughts? Type it in the comment section. If this doesn't make your blood boil. Yes, Alley Cat, they need to shut down. You know Trump's going to shut that app down. Lace fentanyl killed my 50-year-old brother 3 weeks after my... Oh, wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Love, moral, and integrity. Yeah, they were bringing drugs, everything. Thank you, Jim Girl. Hit the like and sub button and show Roland some love. Thank you, Jim Girl. Yes. Yes. Like I said, folks, I try to keep you informed. How you doing, Natalie? America first. No, I'm sure no one in this chat hates anyone. But we want Americans taken care of. That's not right. All right, here we go.
To send them back to Texas. The Big Apple has spent more than $6 billion total on this migrant crisis, Lieutenant. What are your thoughts? Have you felt the impact of those migrants from New York City being sent back to Texas?
We have not, Maria, and I don't believe we've seen that as of yet. But I know the governor has a plan in place to take care of that issue. And it goes back to politics again. Now New York has seen that they can't handle the situation because not only just the amount of people, but also economically as well. So I can tell you for a fact that in Texas, the governor's made it very clear, Governor Abbott's made it very clear that, we're not going to allow illegal immigrants into the state of Texas, especially if they're not allowed to be here. We're going to continue busing them to these sanctuary cities because, again, these are sanctuary cities. They did welcome these illegal immigrants from day one, so they should accept them and provide them all the resources they need.
Right. Suddenly, it's not a sanctuary city all of a sudden as they want to send the people back to Texas. Joe Borelli, jump in here.
Yeah, Lieutenant, we're 6 days away from an election, and by some accounts, Donald Trump is poised to win. Is Texas Department of Public Safety, are you guys concerned that the Biden-Harris administration will actually open the floodgates for the last 2 months of their presidential term? Is that something you guys are preparing for?
And folks, I said that just to be facetious. I was thinking they're going to try to destroy as much as they can. It's called sour grapes, people. How you doing, Janet? No more money for non-Americans. I thought about that. They're probably behind these caravans, trying to flood it with as many people as possible. So when Trump takes office, it will be an almost insurmountable task. Type it in the comment section. What do you think? Mark says, as a Black American, this makes me very upset. At least Black Americans bled and built the land. Immigrants just freeloading. Okay, Mark. Good point. Ronnie, you got to wait over 20 years for public housing if you're Black, but not Venezuelan. Yeah, Ronnie, if you're an American, period, you don't get anything from the Democrats. You come through that Texas southern border illegally, you get the red carpet treatment. Yep, you're right. How you doing, Elisa? God can make this turn around. We have to keep praying. Yes. Okay, here we go. I'll let this play.
That's a great question. Of course, and that's why, as Maria mentioned, when we look at the number of illegal border crossings down in the state of Texas, it's not because of the federal government, what they've done. It's because of what we've done in Texas. Our state troopers, our National Guard soldiers, we have gotten border crossings down 88% in the state of Texas. So we remain proactive. Our posture has not changed on the border. We still have thousands of National Guard soldiers, state troopers. So we remain proactive, and we're ready for anything that may come our way, especially a potential surge after November 5th. So we're monitoring that closely with our partners, as well as gathering intelligence. We've dealt with a situation before.
And I'll stop that so you can see those numbers. All right.
Or if you look back in 2021 with the Haitians, 17,000 plus, we were able to deploy over 600 state troopers in a moment's notice to secure that area. And we'll do the same right now moving forward. So again, our posture has not changed. We remain proactive, and we'll continue reinforcing any areas along the border that we see as vulnerabilities.
Well, of course, and one of the most serious and scary parts of all of this is the national security element. And authorities are warning that those caravans that we just talked about are being extorted by the Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. The Texas Department of Homeland Security is using taxpayer money to put up these billboards. One of the billboards says this: your brother in immigration custody has rights. We're here to help. Yeah. Immigrations and Customs Enforcement and Border Patrol source.
Everyone see that? Your brother in immigration custody has rights. You can't make this stuff up, people. You can't. What about Americans' rights? Oh, that's right. They don't have any. Okay, that's what I thought.
Just told Fox News they're furious about these billboards, calling the ads insulting and saying that they feel like they work against them. Many say that their agency are already working with limited funding and resources. What about the element of this Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua? Have you had any impact or engagement with any of the members?
Well, real quick, Maria, on those billboards, of course, this just further demoralizes, federal agents, Border Patrol agents, ICE agents for doing their job. We're going out there wanting to track down these criminals and arrest them and hold them accountable. And when you see a billboard like this from our own federal government, it really undermines the rule of law. And what we should be doing as a country is actually holding people accountable for violating the law. As far as Tren de Aragua, in Texas, Governor Abbott, he's the only one that I know of right now in the state or in the country, as far as a governor or in the state of Texas, actually.
And if you look to the left, folks, let me read that. Gail, you get it. And all of us here get it, but you wrote it. I'm not crying about it, but why do they really think we would vote them in office again when they treat us all like second-class citizens? Yes. Truth bomb. And if you look to the left, I did a video on these Venezuelan gangs who were here terrorizing Americans in these apartment buildings, people who were born in this country. And a lot of people, I had a video, people were moving out because of fear. But we're supposed to vote for more of this? Get the heck out of here. And like I told you, I did a video on a suburb. Denver's a sanctuary city. Well, guess what? They go out and they don't just stay right there in the sanctuary city. Like I told people, to just sit back on their laurels and don't do anything. It's coming to a city near you. Where I live here in Spring Lake, North Carolina, I'm one city. Fayetteville, a very liberal city, is only 5 minutes away from me. They just vote. Their city council just voted on becoming a sanctuary city. So none of us can afford to sit back and say, well, it's not my problem. It will be your problem if you don't stay on top of it. How you doing, Natalie? Pinky, Mark Sue, absolutely correct. These people are always brought in to replace us. And same thing happened in Miami, Florida. It was once a Black American city. Gail Tripp, their benefits are surpassing my paycheck. Ruby, I could make it if they stop taking all this tax money out on me. Oh my God. Woo. And I'm trying to catch all your comments. Dolores Sanders, they've done nothing for the vets. My husband is a vet. Dolores, I thank you for your husband's service, dear. That's my dad was in the Army, so I love, and most of my students are military connected. Their parents are in the Army or Air Force, because I'm right here at Fort Bragg. So yeah, I have a problem. I have a big problem with that. Ruby said that's why the illegals were calling Americans stupid. We can't break into their country, violate their laws, and get rewarded. No, you can't even get into their countries. You can't.
Holding Trinidad TDA accountable for their actions, actually designate them as a foreign terrorist organization. No other state or other governor has done that, and providing a cash reward up to $5,000 for anyone that can give us information that will lead or to the arrest of known or suspected TDA members. So we're taking a proactive step in Texas. You're well aware of that, and of course we want to track down this gang because they're starting to infiltrate not only Texas, but also the entire country. And they do have affiliation with the Mexican drug cartels as well, because they are involved in human smuggling, trafficking, extortion, prostitution, and also even murder.
Unbelievable. Lieutenant, good to talk with you. Thanks very much for all of your efforts.
This is what I was saying, folks. So no one can afford to sit back and say, well, it doesn't affect me. It will. All these criminals that have been released upon us. And if you're in a state where you can't protect yourself, I'm in North Carolina, that's not a problem. But states like New York that have draconian drug law, gun laws, what the heck are you supposed to do? So, yeah. God, I've missed so many comments. Eliza, I know Trump's not going to allow that in New York City. They can vote all they want. Yeah, he's got those people, they're going to have to go. Gail, midnight, it doesn't matter. Have no right to act. Yeah, you're right, Ruby. I've missed so many comments. I'm trying to keep up. They're leaving their countries claiming it's not safe, but they're bringing them here. Jim Girl, I don't know if you were on the channel. Venezuela, they unlocked all of their prisons. When Trump says this, people think, oh, he's making it up. He's not. They unlocked their prisons. They said, head to the U.S. border, don't come back, or we're going to unalive you. They're just everywhere. I just did a video in New York, an illegal essayed a 5-year-old. So, and you've been listening to the news over the past couple of years. All the crimes they've been committing, all of the people they've been unaliving. No, we don't want more of that. Chubb, sneak into another country and see if you're not going to visit their jail fast. Chubbs, if they don't unalive you on the spot, you can't do that anywhere else. Pinky, if you're a sanctuary city, the only place you should be giving them flight tickets to is the country they came from, not another American city. Pinky, that's my thought process. I agree. Trump will cut federal funding to states unwilling to get on the agenda. Alley Cat, that's what I'm sure. They just like when during the George Floyd riots, he wanted to send in hell. Oh no, we're okay. You just let these people, Black BLM, you let them destroy, burn, and loot. Then you're going to turn to the federal government saying you need money? No. Figure it out. No. And Alley Cat, I'm sure that's what Trump's going to do. And they're all bankrupt because they spent all these millions and billions of dollars on the illegals. Right, you are rolling. That's spitting truth. I'm trying, Gail. Do something different. How are you, love? Look at the Democrats' website at the part that says who we're for, and it's everyone except men. Yes, do something different. Yes. They're against men, especially white men. Yes, they are. They are about they have the woman above the man. That's not how God created it. How you doing, Ben? Bend over said, Big Brother loves you. Trust us. Yeah. Allie, no SNAP or Medicaid. Yeah, they were getting free food. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars a month for food, free health care. Hey, maybe we're wrong. We're the ones out here working. All of us, there are 128 of us in here now. How about if we all go down there to the Texas southern border and come through? That seems to be that seems to be the way to go. Hire American bounty. Janet, yes, whatever it takes. Yes, Eliza, they have the women above the men. And now you have all these women. Eliza, I don't know if you were here. They have all these women. They're all over social media. They're divorcing their husbands. They're saying they're not going to have any relations with their husbands for 4 or 5 years. All this, I mean, just crazy, over the top talk over an election. Jim Girl, they needed to send the troops in Chicago long before this because the streets are so bad now. It's only getting worse with these gangs going up against each other. Right. The gangs that were already in Chicago are butting heads with the Venezuelan gangs. So again, Chicago had enough crime. They didn't need any imported. Okay. They had enough. Midnight. Exactly. If you're married to someone like that, you need to make another choice. Wow. Glad my insurance private that they take no public assistance. No way. Yeah, Waveland. Yeah. Cecilia, Bexar County hospital property taxes went from 5 to 20%. Guess who's using this county hospital? Cecilia, I know. Chubbs, a Navy vet went to Mexico, has his gun in his vehicle, was put in jail. Illegals come here with guns and they take over apartments. Right. Make it make sense. I don't get it. Lori's going to the southern border with me. Okay, good. Lori, I don't have to pay for food. I guess they'll pay Rocket Mortgage for me, right? Midnight, you picked the wrong one to marry. Right, Midnight. If you're married to someone that illogical and irrational, you definitely picked the wrong person to marry. Do something different. It's an alphabetical order. When you get to the M's, it skips. And men, yeah, that's what Black BLM was all about. They were totally, if you read the mission statement, they were totally against the nuclear family. It was women and children, no men. Pinky, something has been wrong with this country for years. It's set up to help those who won't help themselves, get sick or injured and can't work. See what happens. You got that right, Pinky. Those of us who have worked all our lives, we've paid into the system. God forbid something happens and we need help. You go for assistance. They say, well, you make $5 too much. And then they send you on your merry way. But come here, and you're not a citizen with nothing. You get the world, the red carpet treatment. Yes, we need the National Guard here soon. My granddaughter says she will not go if drafted. I'm behind her. Yeah, Trump's going to get it in order. Gail Tripp said no more unalivings of children for them. Praise God. Yeah, Lori, they can pay. Yeah, if they want to pay Rocket Mortgage. Oh, that's right. I'm an American. They won't do that. I can get no help. Jim Girl, the kids in these schools are falling behind because classes are overcrowded with kids who don't speak English. Exactly. See, you all know a lot of this already. Yes. You know what's going on. Midnight. At one time, Biden was going to start the draft. Imagine Gen Z drafted on hormone blockers. You got that right. Yeah, we're not going to win any wars with Gen Z. Oh, my God. I was thinking about going to another country and then come back here. Maybe I'll get more help. Yeah, Eliza. Yes. Draft these anchor babies. And well, Trump said he was going to change up. She who walks in the word, how are you? He's going to change up because you know how the anchor babies, it's always been if you have a child here, you get to stay. But I think it's so bad. And a lot of the women who came over, they have children and they're pregnant. As soon as they get here, if they're not pregnant already, that's it didn't take very long. So I think Trump is in the process. I think he's going to change that up too, because they're just using that, as an excuse. And I have people who work, friends who work in social services, and a lot of Americans who need help can't get help. But people who come over here from other countries, they get everything. Make it make sense. Waveland, I don't think Chicago Teachers Union's going to get that $30 million loan. Chicago deep in trouble. Yeah, the teachers unions in those liberal cities, they run everything. I'm in the South. I'm in North Carolina. We don't have teachers unions. So they use these babies to get benefit. Pena gets it. Yes, they do. That's why Trump's going to change. He's going to change it up. Thank God. He's going to change it up. So if you're pregnant, sucks to be you. You're still leaving, and take your child with you. So that's just how it goes. If you're enjoying this content, folks, go ahead and hit that like button for me. Hit that subscribe button. Share this content out. Let a friend, neighbor, or foe know where they can go when they want to receive the latest news on what is happening politically in this country. Midnight. Some of these states allow squatters to move into your house. Midnight, I did videos on that. And some of those illegals unalived a woman in New York. They were in her home. That's not the only case, but yeah, a lot of that is happening in simulation. They stated anchor babies. They started anchor babies in the 1960s. Well, I think Trump's getting ready to change all of that. He's going to revamp that immigration situation. Yes, Susan. Trump said no more birth vacations. Exactly. Because they were doing this on purpose because of our policies. Oh, if you have a child over here, you get to stay. Well, now, no. Bye. Devil's Advocate, subscribed. Yes, I'm glad you found my channel as well. Mark, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Share this content out on your various forms of social media. I'm glad to have you all here. Trump's going to take care of it. Birth certificate, anchor baby. Yeah, Mark, Trump has it under control. He's going to shake it up. Trust me. Remember that song by the Cars in the 80s? Shake it up. Ooh, ooh, shake it up. Ooh, ooh. All right. Waveland, the teachers union has stock in the jails and penitentiary conflict. Yes. The pipeline from the school to the jail. It's real. Gail Tripp, it might start to look like a constitutional republic again. Yes, now that we got the Democrats out of office, folks. And again, folks, let's hope they keep this same mindset. They'll never win another election in this country. And we already know when Trump is done, Vance is running. We know that. Oh, yes, Midnight. Yes, very real. And so this country is definitely on the road to recovery. Those of you who are new to the channel, I've been saying, if we did not win this election, you could kiss this country goodbye. It is over. So thank God. God intervened. And look at, we're on the road to recovery. Keep the Dems out. Yes, they're evil. They're satanic. They are vile. She who walks in the word cannot believe how much this administration has spent already shipping these people all over the country. Close to $20 billion in 3 years. Yes. Yeah. Come on. American people could, you don't think that American people could have used $20 billion? Beverly, how are you, love? Yes, Beverly, celebrate good times. Come on. Let's celebrate. Yes, we've been celebrating since the victory. Some mothers come here to have their babies, then go back to their countries and come back for a certain period of time. Then they go back in the cycle. It's wash, rinse, repeat. Right, Florida? Yes, Waveland, I feel a lot better now that Trump has won. God has blessed America. Mark is about to be an 8-year strong. Yes, Mark, I believe that. Trump's going to do his forward. The Vance is going to run. I'm sure he'll win because these progressives, they're still in denial. Jim Girl, got to go get my son real quick. I'll be back. Okay, love. Thank you for being here. Text me, Jim Girl. Thank you, love. She who walks in the word has some stats. 1 in 5 children here in America are food insecure. Food insecurity is real. Yeah, Alley Cat, I'll take an extra $500 a month. Love when Trump said in his speech, but first we have to heal. Yes, we have to heal all this divisiveness that they've caused. They are mad now. Don't like flags. Yeah. A person said he's leaving the United States and moving to Hawaii where Trump isn't president. Goodbye. $2 million per sector. Yeah, everything. If you look at everything that the liberals and Democrats support, none of it supports life. It's all death. Look at nothing that they have that they offer. None of it is for life. It's all for death. Tell me what you think about that in the comment section. Everything that they support is death. Insanity, yes. Hawaii did, yeah. Last map I looked at, Hawaii was red too. Yeah. Alley Cat, that's what I was thinking. Devil's advocate, they are soulless. They're vile, satanic, and evil. All of that. Mark said, take your immigrants with you. Those of you who are new to the channel, Chris, you do lose your house if you don't pay your taxes. I've done several videos. Do you know how you doing, Connie? Connie said, goodbye, enjoy your trip. We don't want you here. Facts, Connie. Cher said she was moving if Trump becomes president. Okay, bye, Cher. Goodbye. She who walks in the word. No one in government can reasonably explain why illegals getting gender surgeries is more important than lifting up Americans. It's right. Everything that they stand for, it's illogical, it's irrational. Make it make sense. Maybe I'm just slow. Someone explain it to me. Goodbye. Close the door on your way. Right. Bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. They do you wrong. That's what Democrats do. They treat you wrong. And then again, they dump these people on you. Oh, and again, you know what they did. I hope some of you know I'm sure the Democrats are behind it. I did a video on that. They're sending all these text messages to Black Americans saying, you get ready to pick cotton. We're going to pick you up in the morning, 7 o'clock, whatever. I think the Democrat, it's another hoax. It's another hoax. And you have these people who are saying, this is awful. And at the bottom, they have a Trump supporter. Come on, guys. Smarten up. You know that's not Trump. Trump's administration has already denied it. She who walks in the word, there is no explanation unless it's simply flooding hundreds of billions. Yeah, that's all it is. Don't let the door, okay, hit it. Democrats are sick. I don't understand. Yeah. Every time something like that happens or comes to find out, it's a hoax. Come on, people. Smarten up. Why would Trump do something so right? But when you listen to these people talk and they're just like racism and come on. Racism, you know, white supremacy, which party talks about that every single day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year? That's the Democrats. The Democrats. Devil's advocate. I literally bale cotton for a living. We got tractors now. Yeah, devil's advocate. I teach, one of the courses I teach is agriculture. So yeah, we have a lot in common. Mark, for some reason, all of them text messages ended up in Black Americans. Yeah, come on. The Democratic Party, they're salty for losing. Come on. Midnight gets it. It was used. Which party is known for trying to divide the American people? It's the Democrats, people. Not the Republicans, it's the Democrats. Started with Barack Obama when in office. And of course, NAACP, Congressional Black Caucus, all of these Black ministers and preachers, celebrities, the puppets, the plants, the Democratic shields, they continue to stoke the flames. Oh, racism and white supremacy is holding Black Americans down. No, that's not what's holding them. That's you trying to keep them on that Democratic plantation. That's what's holding them down. Tell them the truth. Right, Mark? Only Black Americans got the text messages, not immigrants. No one but Black. The Democratic Party did that. We know who did that. They're always doing something. It's a hoax. We're too intelligent to believe that it was Trump or the Republicans. And then they're going to sign it. I mean, it's too obvious. A Trump supporter. Get out of here. Okay, Florida. Don't be embarrassed, Midnight. When you know better, you do better. That's okay that you voted for Obama the first time. Once you learn from your mistakes, you didn't continue to make the same mistake, and that's all that counts. Devil's advocate. Agriculture education is vital in this country and it's disappearing. We need to understand where our food comes from. Devil's advocate. I actually teach an honors food science class. I teach an agri-science class, which is agriculture. And I have students who are growing plants right now as we speak. Yeah, so you're right. There was a meme where Trump was offering those in Hollywood a free flight on his private plane to the country of their choice. Yeah, goodbye. If you don't want to be here, goodbye. Who cares? Right. No one cares. The Democratic Party, they found out. FAFO, that's what happened to them this election cycle. Those of you who are new here on the channel, like Devil's Advocate, go back and look at my old videos. I started this series about a year ago. Go back and check them out. We've been telling them, of course they weren't listening, what the issues are. They ignored us. We've been telling them. I've been telling people, a lot of Black Americans are going to go in that voting booth. They're not going to say anything. They're not on a platform like me. They don't want to be ostracized. But they're going to go in that voting booth and vote for Trump. A lot of Black Americans stayed home for the couch. Traditionally, when Black Americans stay home and don't vote for Democrats losing. That's exactly what happened. I did a video where I predicted Trump was going to win in a landslide. I did a short video. If you don't believe me, I'll drop the link. I did it maybe 3 weeks ago. I predicted the landslide. Mark, Donald Trump tried to warn us about Barack Obama when you said he's not from America. Yes, boy. A lot of things, I think with Trump, a lot of people didn't believe him initially because they were making him out to be a buffoon and he's not to be believed. But look at a lot of the things he said when he first ran for president. Comes to find out, it was true. When he was talking about how bad the news media is, I admit, I was thinking to myself, come on, guy. It's not that bad. So a lot of things he said, now we sit back, we're like, whoa. He's been telling us this stuff since 15, 16. Elisa, yes. $750. I did a video on that. Kamala offered, well, $750 for people who lost everything. Now you tell me what you're going to do with $750 and you have a family. I'll wait. Yes, Allie. Allie, you've been on this channel forever. We've said it. So the Democrats are in shock, trying to figure out why they lost. We've been telling them. It's the economy, stupid. It's the immigration policies. Your progressive immigration policy, stupid. We've been telling you that. You ignored us. It's misogyny and racism, sexism. It's everything but policies. It's policies. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender you are. What are your policies that affect me and other Americans? Period. Pinky said if Black Americans had voted 100% Democrat, they still would have lost. You got that right, because there were enough Hispanics who came and voted for Trump. And now there's an backlash against the Hispanics who are upset at the other Hispanics who voted for Trump. I thought this was America. And I think the last statistic that I read, upwards of 20% of Black men voted for Trump. They're sick and tired of it. How you doing, Party V? Party V said that so-called Nostradamus election fortune teller got it wrong and is now blaming Elon. Well, they're going to blame everyone but themselves. Pray that President Trump has great wisdom and discernment. I think he will, since he survived that attempted unaliving that day in Pennsylvania. And he said, fight, fight, fight. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's aware now. Devil's, how you doing, Sky Queen? Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. Devil's Advocate, excited and appreciate that God directed me to your channel today. Farming is vital and feeding America isn't easy. Yes, Devil's Advocate. I can even, we have a John Deere tractor at my school and I drive that too. We have corn, we grow corn, and we had some tomatoes and some peppers and lettuce. So we have 2 greenhouses at my high school. Been doing it for 27 years, Devil's Advocate, 27 years. Christopher, what do you think about what Trump's lawyer said to Letitia James about locking her up for trying to bring false charges against Trump? Christopher, this is what I'm saying. She came out saying that she's still trying to, go after him on these trumped up charges. What she needs to do is what Eric Adams is doing. Humble yourself. Lady, you're going to be like Fani. You're going to go to jail. You need to go and try to make peace with Trump. But she's still bullheaded and stubborn. And you're going to wind up just like Fani. Notice the Democrats put all these Black women up here. Notice who they used to try to take down Trump. Guess what? They never thought he was going to make it back in office, because with everything they were throwing at him, he's not going to make it. He's back in office now. So all these people that were going after him, sucks to be you. You better do your Eric Adams. You better humble yourself and figure out a way to make peace with him. Fani Willis is trying to keep herself out of jail now. Ben Dover said, bingo. Yes, Allie, Eric Adams is backpedaling and brown nosing. He's trying to stay out of jail or trying to get a pardon. He's under indictment. The Democrats use you. Now you got off code. Now you're under indictment. And he should feel an alliance with Trump. They put all those false charges on Trump and indicted Trump. Same thing happened to you, buddy. Right, Mark? These stupid Black women shilling for the Democrats, they're not going to be there for you. They're going to step back and you're going to be out there by yourself. The Democratic Party, the vote blue, no matter who crowd, the cult, which is the Democratic Party, they're not going to help you. They're just going to back up. You guys know that picture of Homer Simpson. He's standing in front of some shrubs and then he just disappears into the shrub. That's the Democratic Party. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll pull it up for you. That's what's going to happen. I'll show you that. It's a meme. I will show you. And with the Democrats, hold on, let me find it. Let me find that meme. If you know the meme that I'm talking about, type it in the comment section. It's a meme of Homer Simpson from The Simpsons. Disappearing into the hedges. All right. I have it right. Okay, some of you know it. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm definitely going to pull that up for you. This is the Democratic Party once they have used and abused you. Everybody see that? Can everyone see that? Elijah said, that's them. You see that right there? Scott Queen said, yep. Yep. Thank you so much, Ben. Hit that like button, love. This is the Democratic Party. What don't they understand? How you doing, Marcia? Baldwin said, there they go. Yeah. So humble yourself. Go and try to make peace. I mean, she came out. What did she do? Let me see if I'll tell you verbatim what she said. So it's like she's just being stubborn. Like, fool, you're going to jail. What are you doing? Okay, here it is. Let's see if I can find it. Just, you can't make this stuff up, folks. While you're still watching Homer fade into the hedges, I'm going to find this, read this to you. If I can find it here. All right. She made some, and they're even saying just out of arrogance. They're saying the remarks that she made were just totally distasteful. And she's just like, she's still going after Trump. Like, lady, just go away. Here it is. So instead of humbling herself, what she's doing, we're prepared to fight back. She with Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, they've been treating Trump as an enemy, right? Okay. And a defiant Hochul announced she formed the Empire State Freedom Initiative to prepare to fight policy and regulatory threats. So this is what I was telling you about earlier. And so she and that Letitia James, and James said she's ready to do everything in her power to ensure our state and nation do not go backwards. She said in a statement. But basically what she's saying, whatever Trump wants to do, she's going to do the opposite. So sucks to be you. And then what's going to happen, just like with Fonnie, those of you who are new here for the first time, you'll find out this channel, we don't care what color you are. If you're wrong, you're wrong. So basically, yes, Scott Queen, she is. And Hochul, you know the statement she made, or black children in the Bronx don't know what a computer is. If a Republican or conservative had made that statement, oh God, racist, 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 racist. Yes, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm glad you're all here. We have good common sense people on this channel. So look, those of you just coming in, you see Homer fading into the hedges. Take a look at this and don't forget it. All of these Democratic shills, puppets, people in positions of power, they don't get it, but they will. You see Homer fading away? That's what's going to happen, because the Democratic Party is going to leave you out there on your own. That's why I give it to Eric Adams. He saw the writing on the wall. He's working with Trump. Like I said, I think he's trying to work up on a pardon. Hey, that's smart. He's not being stubborn and bullheaded like Letitia James and Hochul. These people are nuts. Fonnie Willis, she's still being defiant. And those that don't know, she got on that witness stand and told all those lies. Then one of the biggest black churches invited her down. She's sitting there in the pulpit, and they're talking about that they're after her because of racism. No, they're after her because she got on the stand and lied. She perjured herself. This is what we've been saying on this channel. The black church has been the biggest detriment to the success of Black Americans. I'll say it every time I think of saying it. It's the truth. Richard, they sound like insurrectionists to me. Right. You lost. Get over it. Yeah, Democrats give you the permission to be racist. If you're a Democrat, they get to say or do anything. Pinky said 2 dingy broads fighting back with no weapons. Woo! Sky Queen said Hochul's facelift fell through. Facts. Peter, Doc Holliday, be sure it's not a vengeance he's looking for, but a reckoning. Tombstone, I love that movie. Yes. Oh, Trump said he's still looking for Obama's chef. You know, these Democrats, you wind up under indictment or unalived. It's a dangerous situation with these Democrats, I'm telling you. I don't know how many of you type in the comment section. How many of you are familiar with the AC/DC song, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap, Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. 1976, baby. Check it out. AC/DC. That's the Democrats. Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Yes. How you doing, the Arena Uncensored? How you doing, love? Drop your link. I have a lot of new people in here today. The Arena Uncensored. Devil's Advocate's going to be my Huckleberry. Yes, Devil's Advocate. My favorite AC/DC song is actually You Shook Me All Night Long. But thinking about, as I do, I'm a music guru. I love every genre of music. And as I do these videos, I think about songs that apply. So I'll sing a couple of bars. Jeffrey, yep, I love it. AC/DC, yes. Diane said that's her favorite rock band. Diane, my favorite group are the Rolling Stones. I've actually been to see them in concert, love. Judy, how you doing? They play dirty and they aren't done yet. No, they're not. Judy gets it and she's new. Yes. They play dirty. They aren't done yet. They're like a wild animal that's cornered. They know the corruption's going down. They won't go that easy. Judy, you're new here. Listen to me. Listen, I've said this. Yes, they have to leave that White House, but I don't trust them. I don't know what they're up to. I think they would rather blow it all up and try to destroy as much as they can before Trump enters office. Type it in the comment section, folks. Tell me what you think, Judy. Sky Queen, you've been to see the Rolling Stones? 1973, Frankfurt. Whoa! Oh, wow. I went to see the Stones when I was in college in 89, actually. And I went to London when I was in high school and I purchased a bunch of Rolling Stone memorabilia. So I'm a big fan. Music therapy. How you doing, love? Gail said we got to put our big girl panties on, cowboy boots, and kick butt and take that. Yes, Gail. Yes. Okay. Alley Cat. Yes. Welcome to the jungle. Now you know I love some Guns N' Roses. Whoa, whoa. Yes. Sweet child of mine. Okay, Florida. Blacks and I are going to be live a couple of times tomorrow, and I may upload a video later. Who knows? We see their dirty tricks. And like we said, they're going to try their darndest to blow it up. They're going to try to throw, sticks and stones. They're going to try to mess up, screw up as much as they can. I'm great. I hope you all love music therapy. Before he actually enters art, they're going to try to destroy as much as they possibly can so that he can't do his job effectively. They're already planning for 2025 people. 2028, excuse me. Don't think they're not. They're still in destruct and destroy mode. Okay, they are. Who are you talking about, Ruby? I'm talking about Beetlejuice. Oh, Sky Queen. Oh, man. It's just a shine away. That's like one of the best Rolling Stones songs ever. Give Me Shelter. Oh, man. Yeah, that classic Stones. Judy, yes, they are. It's mighty quiet. They're up to no good. That's why I sang Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC. And one of my favorite Linda Ronstadt songs, this is another ode to the Democratic Party. And if you're a Generation X and you know this song. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. I'm gonna say it again. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. Sky Queen, top 10 song. Yes, Give Me Shelter's top 3 for me. And that with Tumbling Dice and a few others. Yes, music therapy, but God's going to reveal it. Jeffrey, Quiet Before the Storm. Yes, music therapy. You like that? You like that? Yeah. Isaiah, I'm doing great. And I'll tell you what, they're angry about this loss. And I'll tell you one of my favorite Stone songs from 1969. And some of you may know it. Trump played it when he was running for 2016. He played it a lot. You can't always get what you want. This is for the Democrats. You can't always get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometimes, you just might find you get what you need. Woo! That's for the people who voted for the losers, the Democrats. You didn't get what you wanted, but God knows you got what you needed, what this country needed. Marcia, how are you? No, that mojo doesn't work anymore. The pixie dust is gone. Mitch McConnell needs to go to Shady Pines. Look, back a van up, Mitch McConnell, Auntie Mad Max, Maxine Waters, all of these people need to go on both sides of the aisle. They're all. Do you guys remember? God rest her soul, Dianne Feinstein. She didn't even know she was in the world. They rolled her in there in her wheelchair so she could vote. That was a vote they needed. That's unacceptable. These people who don't know they're in the world anymore, and they're still voting. They go up there and they stay. That's got to stop. Right, Richard? Yes. The moon is made of gas. Okay. I saw her today at the reception. I saw her today at the reception. A glass of wine in her hands. Oh, I love that's one of my favorite Stones songs. I knew she would meet her connection. At her feet was a footloose man. Oh, don't get me singing the Stones. I'll never get off here. Woo! Term limits. Yes, we need them. Oh, Pelosi. She's somewhere. I know she's somewhere inebriated. The last picture I saw of her, and where's my farmer here, devil's advocate. You're gonna understand what I mean. She looked like she had been rode hard and put up wet. She looked, I mean, totally discombobulated, and I love it. Jimmy Love, nice song, have to go, but God bless Trump and your channel. Jimmy Love, if you enjoy this content, love, subscribe, hit that like button. We're glad you're here, love. We're almost at 200 likes. Yes, Sky Queen, did you see her? She looked like she had been rode hard and put up wet. You know how horses are when you ride them too hard, and they get all lathered up. I swear, she looked like a shell of herself. She looks totally discombobulated. Totally. Yes, she did look awful. Gail, you got it. Old Nancy. Woo! Devil's advocate. Did you get that reference? Rode hard and put up wet. I know you got it. Woo! Oh my God. Sky Queen, her face lip fell through. Well, she needs to go get another one. Yeah, this chat is fire today. If you're enjoying this content, spam the comment section with some fire emojis because I'm enjoying it. I hope you are. Gail says she was melting. Oh, I'm melting. Woo! Jeffrey said that's what happens when you lie so much. Yeah. So those of you just coming into the comment section, yeah. Peter, how are you? Midnight from now till January 6th is going to be interesting. Yeah. What they're trying to do will be exposed. We don't have to worry. We do not have to worry. Everyone has a funny sense of humor. We're all loving life. Yes. It's like a big black cloud has been removed from our lives. Yes. I feel so much better. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Where are we? Devil's advocate, Hildebeest, Hillary Clinton, been awful quiet since the election. Devil's advocate, she's plotting too. They're all plotting. They would rather destroy this country than see it thrive. And that's obvious by the policies that they've implemented the past 4 years. Judy, you see a shift. I do too, love. Sky Queen, I'm sorry that Nancy Pelosi was your representative for 30 years in San Francisco. I'm so sorry. So sorry, love. Sky Queen said, I escaped years ago to a red state. Sky Queen, that's the best thing you've ever done, love. It's still singing Misty Blue. My whole world turned misty blue. Oh my God, I love that song. Oh, honey. Been such a long, long time. Oh boy. Stop taking me back to the 70s. Woo, I love it. These witches just want their feet firmly on our neck. Yes, Gail. Like the witches of Eastwick, right? Music therapy, they're sour, they're salty because they lost, and now they're saying they're not going to work with Trump, they're not going to work with ICE, they're not letting go of these illegals, even the ones who've committed homicides, the ones who've committed SAs. Music therapy, I just did a video on Long Island, New York, an illegal just SA'd a 5-year-old. Come on. You tell me who they're prioritizing, because I'm a little bit slow and I don't understand how things work. Someone type it in the comment section. Who are they prioritizing? Someone tell me. I'm just a little bit slow. Right, devil's advocate? Right. Have a great day, Ruby. Thank you for being here, love. I'll be live. Those of you who are here, I'll be live tomorrow. Blackson and I will be live tomorrow. Yes, we will. And I may go on TikTok. Some of you were saying you wanted me to go on TikTok and just play music and just sit there and talk. Now that the black cloud has been removed, the black cloud that is the Democratic Party, the vote blue no matter who cult. God is slowly raising the veil and people are waking up. More than 20% of black males, and it may go high. I don't know how high it's going to go. The last statistic I looked at, 20% plus black men voted for Trump. And I'm trying to get a final statistic on black Americans who stayed home, because when they stay home, it's a win for the Republicans. Right. Oh, yeah. You're right, Allie. I refused to shake Willie Brown's hand in a reception line in 2000. He was mayor of San Francisco. He didn't blink. I gave him the stink eye instead. She's like 47 and stuff. Okay, Sky Queen. Hey. I had to give you some applause for that. Yes. Gave him the stink eye. I love it, Sky Queen. So yeah, such an important time. Yeah, this is a very important time. Yes, we did make history. Yes, Sky Queen, that was for you. Here's another one. If you're enjoying this content, share it on your various forms of social media, folks. I'm enjoying it. I may go live, music therapy. I may go live later on TikTok just to see if any of you guys want to come in. And like I said, we'll just sit there and listen to music. If you want to know all my handles on the various forms of social media, it's up under each video, not the shorts, but like a regular video like this live we're doing. All of my social media handles and my email is up under there too. The JD Sada. Okay, Diane, I stayed home and some people are mad at me and I don't care. Diane, a lot of people stayed home. And again, when Democrats, when Black Americans stay home, that's a win for conservatives. So that's fine. Eliza, you don't. Eliza, I can't. YouTube won't allow. Yes, music therapy. I'm on X. YouTube won't allow you to play music. They won't allow it. So, unfortunately, but where are we here? I stayed home. That's fine. Don't feel bad. As long as you didn't go out and vote for Kamala, the Curry Queen, I'm happy. That's why we will remember the November 5th. Yeah, this was history, folks. Pena, yes, I voted as a daughter of Puerto Rican parents because of the disrespect, disgusting treatment of us as Americans and the misuse of the tax money of hardworking Americans. Pena, that what you just typed in the comment section, I wish you could copy and paste that and send it to the Democrats because they're still telling lies. You just said it in a nutshell. What all of us Americans are saying. The economy, the disrespect. They started blaming black men. Now they're talking crap about Hispanic men. Stop it. I mean, come on. You're blaming everyone but yourselves, and you're to blame. Trump did not have to do a lot to, right. All the billions of dollars of taxpayer money they've wasted, that is a sin. That's sinful, right? Oh, okay, Pinky, those YouTubers that advocate vote the couch are really what black Americans should call ops. Those men are keeping their channels going another 4 years, Cash App, selling movies, and FBA deodorant. Okay. When you're going to have Christopher, I don't know, whenever he's available. Music therapy. They won't admit she was a weak candidate. The Trend Network. How are you? Thank you for loving my channel, Trend Network. Drop your channel link so I can come over and sub you up. We're taking back the power. Yeah, they got drunk off of power, and they don't realize we're your constituents. They forgot their constituents. Their progressive policies. This voting cycle was a referendum from the American people. I looked at these maps, even places in California that had never voted red. They went red. Alley Cat. Gail, she was never voted for by anyone in the party. Gail, let me explain that to you. The Democratic Party, midnight exactly, woke ruined their party. The black women in the Democratic Party told when they sacked Joe Biden, the black women in their party told them, you better put a black woman in that spot or we're going to destroy it. We're going to blow it up. So they didn't give them a black woman. They gave them a cosplaying black woman. Okay. Enter Kamala Harris, the Curry Queen. Thank you so much, Chubbs. So that's what happened when they sacked Joe Biden. And you know how the Democrats, they're against men, white men, black men, and now I guess they're throwing the Hispanic men in there too. They're upset with them because a lot of them vote for Trump. Right, Judy? And so that's what happened. Oh, Eliza, yes, I'm here in North Carolina. Oh, yeah. So that's what happened. The black women told them we want a black woman to run or we're going to blow it up. I did a video on that. Everything I did a video on this months ago. I can drop, if you want me to drop the link, I will drop it. I did a live video on that. I think the view gets taken off the air. I hope so, Chris. Tim Walz and his goofy wife. Yeah, they were cringe. Oh yeah. More real news. How are you doing, love? The Democratic Party doomed themselves. Yes, they did. Americans kept telling you they did not like these progressive policies. They did not like the immigration issue that you created. They did not like the sour economy. You ignored them. They totally ignored the American people, their constituents. They did this to themselves. Okay, music therapy wants me to drop. I'll drop. I told you I did this. Some of these things we're talking about today, I did a video almost a year ago. I have got to scroll and go way back. Biden, okay, they were so shocked that she lost. I've done several videos on now how black men were starting to support Trump. I did this a year ago. Let me see which video you okay. I'm gonna show you the video that I did. Black women threatened to blow it up if they did not choose a black woman. So then they didn't choose a black woman. They chose Kamala as a cosplaying black adjacent woman. So here it is. I'll share it with you right now. Let me get this link. So some of this, I know some of you haven't been on the channel very long. Some of what we're talking about today, I did a video on a long time, a year ago. We are unburdened by the burdens of her word salad. Music therapy. I just dropped anyone else. If you want me to drop a link about black men starting to support Trump, a lot of what we're talking about, I did these videos about a year ago. Everyone that's been on this channel, none of us were shocked. Remember with those polls, they were saying she was leading in this state and that state, and Trump was behind. We knew those were lies. Oh yeah, music therapy. Let me know what else you want me to drop. I've done these videos. Been talking about it. Even black women are all over TikTok. Upset. Real people. I did this video. Let me share this with you. This black woman, she works every day and she's struggling, and she was on the video crying. I mean, it's heart-wrenching. If you get a chance, those of you new to the chat today, I just dropped this link. Check that video out. That woman, it's not a long video, but what she's saying sums it up for what a lot of Americans are feeling. And they were tone deaf. They refused to listen. And now they're in shock. You know what they are?
Loser.
They thought they were going to get away with cheating, but the good people, right? Judy, they stole one election. And if they had stolen another, there was going to be a real insurrection this time, because there's no way I was going to live up under this for 4 more years. Yeah, those lying polls. Those on this channel, we knew it was lies. We didn't believe that crap. And if you weren't here yesterday, all of you who are new to the channel, check this out. I'm dropping links. Okay, you need what type of button do you need, Gail? I just dropped another link. I was burdened by Kamala's word. Richard. The link I just dropped. The FEMA supervisor told her underlings. Now, people have lost everything. Hurricane Milton. If you see a Trump sign in their yard, we're not helping them. Keep going. I just dropped that link. Check that video out. Right, devil's advocate. Now she's in the hole. Get out of here. The University of Oregon employee told us, as Trump's people who voted for Trump, told us to unalive ourselves. Yes, I did a video on that. Midnight. Check this video out. I just dropped the link. Yes, when you ask him about the border, oh, there's nothing wrong with the border, and I'm not the all the Democratic plants and puppets. She wasn't the border czar. They took a lot of stuff off the internet before she started running for president. You could find all this information. When she started running, they took a lot of information down. They sure did. Devil's advocate. You see that link I just posted? That idiot in Oregon, worked at the University of Oregon, said that we should unalive ourselves. That's what he said. The party of diversity, equity, and inclusion. They're the most intolerant people you could meet in your lives. And the tampons in the boys' bathroom. That's too progressive. That's too much. You don't even have tampons in the girls' bathroom. I know, because I teach high school. Right, Chubbs? Yes, devil's advocate. You see that link that I just dropped? The link that I just dropped, you can click on it and watch it. Yes. It said that we should all off ourselves. And you know we've already been called garbage, deplorable, all of that. They're very intolerant. To stop having political, because he's there. Yes, they're unhinged. The Trend Network. They're unhinged. Yes. They are. Right, devil's advocate? They don't even have tampons in the girls' bathroom at my school. That's crazy. So check out those of you who are here for the first time. A lot of what we're talking about, if you scroll, you will see we've already talked about a lot of this. I've had guest speakers on from Chicago. They've been on Fox News. I've had guest speakers on from New York. I have another link I'll drop. We kept talking about how a lot of black men said they were going to vote for Trump. It's such a shock to the Democrats. I'm dropping a link right now. We've been talking about it for a year on this channel. I just posted one. We've been talking about black men leaving the Democratic Party. There's no place in the Democratic Party for men, period. Now I guess they're going to kick out the Hispanic men. They're mad at them. Get out of here. No one has time for their nonsense. More real news, facts. Yes, sir. Yeah, check out those links I just posted, though, because I have a lot of new people here tonight. The Arena Uncensored will be here tomorrow. We're going to do 1 or 2 videos. Yes, Sky Queen, they lift up the woman. That's out of God's order. God didn't put the woman first. He put the man first. So that right there tells you if you're not doing it God's way, you're evil and you're satanic. Juxtaposed to what God created. Pena said, if I'm garbage, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Who's been tossed in the trash now? Oh, yes. Democrats are worried because they know this is the end of their reign of terror. Yes, Piggy. And they have no one to blame but themselves. I've been saying it on this channel for a year. It's not so much that Trump went out and tried to vet the black vote. It's the policies. And the black men, they know. The government put you out of your home back when Johnson was president, when they told the women and children, we'll help you, but the man has to be gone. The government did that. And then you complain about the low marriage rate and out of wedlock births. Well, when you tell people don't get married and we'll help you, what do you expect? Then that's not God's plan. That's man meant to destroy the family structure. LBJ. And he said he didn't do it because he loved black people. He said we'll have the N words voting for Democrats for the next 200 years. Lady Love, how are you, love? Lady Love said, one love. God did that for us to let Trump get in the White House. Lady Love gets it, and she's new here on the channel. Lady Love, and everyone who's here, hit that like button. What I said with the first attempted unaliving of Trump, if he had not just barely, maybe turned his head a millimeter, his head would have been gone. When I saw that, I said, that's the providential hand of God. That's what that is. Jeffrey, I voted on my pocketbook. I did too, sir. California is a lost cause. Yes, Gail. Midnight, if I would scrape up as much money as I could and get out of that state. People are fleeing California in droves. There's no hope for those people. Jeffrey, just like they said, we're not having enough kids now. They go and say we need baby removal. Right. All they cared about was the unaliving of children. That's it. Baby sacrificing. Yeah, that was a miracle. That was the providential hand of God. Lady Love, how are you? Hit that like button if you're here. Hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this content. And that's just where we are, folks. God did that. The providential hand of God was at work. And I had a lot of people reaching out to me saying, oh my God, we're afraid they're going to cheat. I said, I said, God didn't save him that day only to let her in the White House. I don't believe that. Yes. In the arms of the angel, fly away with me. Yes. Yes, Sky Queen. More real news. I guess I'm too old. More real news. Midnight. They want to kill babies, yet they also pretend men could have. Yeah, they're nuts. They're, and I was telling someone recently, most Americans that I know, they're not against gay people, but what they did, they just went so far left, shoving things down people's throats. And it just, created animosity. Most people I know don't care what you are. That's not paying your bill. No one really cares. But when they had, the situation letting people who were born males participate against people who were born female, that's not fair. Totally unfair. Gail, she ran the name of our King Jesus out of her rally. Yeah, she was like, oh yeah, that's that other rally down the street. She thought that was cute. Yeah, who's laughing now? A lot of us prayed. Oh my God. And so she thought that was funny. And who got the last laugh? It's been a mystery, but still they try to see why something good can hurt so bad. So many stormy nights, so many wrongs are right. Wonder who's crying now. Yes, I have Journey's greatest hits in the truck as well. Oh boy. She found out. More real news. Yeah, San Francisco's gone. It's too late. Sky Queen, that's pretty close to true. That's what's going on, Sky Queen. God got the last laugh. Yes, Sky Queen, foreigner. Jukebox hero. Yes. I like foreigner too. Oh, man. So that's all I have for you folks. Check out the links I posted for you. And send me an email if you want to. I'll drop it, lsibert@ymail.com. I'll be live with the Arena Uncensored tomorrow. Right, Connie? Boo-hoo. Thanks for a stream. Oh, yeah, Sky Queen. Sky Queen, I'll be live tomorrow, too. I may upload a short video later on tonight as well. No, thank you, Midnight. And Midnight, I am sending you some cat emojis because I see your picture there. That's for you. Diane, Journey, the memory, saw them every year. Diane, I have the greatest hits of Journey in the truck, love, on CD. And I have it on my Apple playlist on my iPhone. Mark, Black Americans, this is what I say. For California to be such a progressive state, they have enacted a soft version of Jim Crow. They didn't tell you couldn't live there, but heck, you can't afford it. And they're the most progressive state in the union. So that's what happened to Black Americans. They didn't get kicked out. They couldn't afford it. Right, Mark? It's too late. And they keep voting for Democrats. You have to move somewhere where you can afford. Music therapy. You saw Def Leppard live? I don't want your photograph. What do you want? What do you want? I want rock and roll. Yes, I do. Long live rock and roll. Rock of ages. Rock of ages. Still rolling. Keep it rolling. Rock of ages. Don't get me started. I love some Def Leppard. I know I'm telling my age again. Woo! I love some rock and roll. Literally. I love rock and roll. Music therapy. Send me an email, love. lsibert@ymail.com. I'm going to let you go. Like I said, click on the links I shared with you earlier. I may upload a short or two later on. I enjoyed each of you. You know where I'm going now. I am going straight to the comment section. I will be there as long as you're there. Fleetwood Mac is the best. I have the greatest hits Fleetwood Mac CD in the truck. Now there you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel. Let me see. Okay, these immigrants are voting. Yes, Pinky, yes, they are. But listen carefully to the sound of the loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. Okay, we're gonna go. I think I got most of your comments anyway. I'm going to the comment section. Meet me there. Make sure you check your notifications. We'll be live tomorrow once, maybe twice. Enjoyed the stream. Thank you. I'm coming to talk to you right now in the comment section, and that applause is for you. Mark, I love Fleetwood Mac, the greatest hit CDs in the truck, love. Meet me in the comment section. I'm on the way.